Hi everyone and welcome to morning coffee break. You know those foil tops on the yogurts? You got to pull it off. You know how there's always some yogurt on it when you pull it off? Well, I went to lick it off and it had torn. I didn't get the whole thing off and part of it had torn. It cut the inside of my mouth. Kind of bad last night. I mean, it was bleeding. It wouldn't quit for a while. Finally, it quit bleeding. But I've had the worst time, and I stubbed my toe night before last, the same toe that I broke, and it's turned sideways because it didn't. I guess you can't set them right. I mean, it just turns. It's turned like sideways. That one that I hurt real bad, and I stubbed it in the same exact place where I did last time, but not as bad. Yeah, I did a break dance afterwards. It was really hurting, but it wasn't like it was at one time. That one time, that's the worst I've ever stubbed. It was three toes actually that got hurt, and it broke the little one. So I've just been having an awful time. I won't lick the top of those anymore. I mean the bottom part of the foil. That's the one that's inside. There's a little bit of yogurt always on it. So I went to lick it and on the inside of my mouth. Boy, got me good. I'm okay though. I can feel where it happened, but it's not. It doesn't seem, infected or anything. It must have healed right back together. Anyway, today's Saturday, August 27th. I am feeling better though. Always got aches and pains, but from the fall, it still hurts back here. This one, I really pulled this area, the tricep back here, and my right bicep. Um, Somehow I really pulled those areas. I guess trying to catch myself. I don't know, but my knee feels better. It hurts whenever the weather changes. I have arthritis in my left knee. I guess it's in my right too, but it's not that bad. Uh, but it's kind of back to normal. The normal hurt. So, uh, you know, I'll be okay. Okay, listen, tonight, I haven't done currently it's 74 degrees. High today's 87, still warm. No chance of rain though. But the yard doesn't need mowed yet. I can't, the way gas is, I mean, it could use mowed, but it's not. We're letting it get higher before we mow it because it's too much gas. Between the push mower and the riding mower, we use quite a bit. Um, Humidity 76% right now. No wind. Air quality 65. That's moderate. Okay, today I hope you have checked out the taste test with Mike from yesterday, where I tried those Budweiser beer battered pickles. Definitely check that out. And then today I've got a taste test with Mike of Michelina's Lean Gourmet 5 cheese lasagna. And you'll see in the next several days, I'm getting the hiccups. You'll see in the next several days, we have an Aldi, we have a grocery outlet haul, and I was able to find the two other ones they have of the Lean Gourmets to try here in the future. One is shrimp with, I'm not for sure, shrimp with vegetables or something like that, pasta. And then one is chicken. I want to say tetrazzini or something like that, or like an Alfredo type thing. They look good, so we'll see what they're like coming up here in the future. What's for dinner? Last night we had chili dogs, and I made homemade seasoned fries. I said we were going to have hash browns. Well, we just didn't feel like it. We'll use them. I mean, they're frozen and they're okay. I got them in a bag, I'm sure. Uh, if not, I need to check that. I'm putting everything in freezer bags that'll fit, that I have in the freezer, and then putting them in like a grocery bag or something and wrapping them up to keep things from getting, freezer burn. But so I thought, you know what, we got potatoes, and they're better for you to make your own. If you buy frozen French fries, I'm sure there's preservatives and chemicals and this and that on them. Make your own. And I also decided to do a cooking with Chef Mike last night, not for the chili dogs, but for the homemade seasoned fries. So that'll be out in the next several days, and they're delicious. They're absolutely delicious, and you can also control the amount of the amount of salt involved, because I haven't really looked at the nutrition facts. I'm going to next time I get some fries from frozen fries, but I have a feeling they got plenty of salt on them already. Yes, I did use some seasoning it was the French fry seasoning, and it had some salt in it, but I didn't use enough to make them salty or anything. So they're real good, and check that out in a few days. I'll let you know. And what's for dinner tonight? We're trying to use up some of these buns we got. If you notice, we've had several things with buns, because I hate buying the buns and then by the time you use them, they're stale. And we don't, and we I need to start making a menu or something ahead of time, because if we all of a sudden decide, okay, we want hot dogs today, we don't have any hot dog buns, so then we're running back and forth to the store just to get hot dog buns or hamburger buns or hoagie buns, or so we just buy them all, and then we have all different things with them. So tonight we're gonna have, I've got some of those chicken patties from Aldi left, not the red bag chicken. That's got to be too expensive. We love it though, but it's the round patties they've got, and they're actually fairly good. I mean, you'd be like, you can tell the difference. The others are like a marinated breast. I mean, come on, they're got to taste a little bit better. But these are kind of like nuggets flavor. The flavor is kind of like a nugget, but it's a patty. I'm sure they made the same out of the same stuff. So we're gonna have chicken sandwiches. We're gonna have the rest of the fried pickles and a salad, because we need some vegetables. Been eating like last night fries and stuff, so we need some veggies. So we'll get everything we can. Well, hello there. How are you? How are you? Huh? You find a bag up here? You can't play with the bag up here. Kitty. Kitty. Hey. No. No, not that bag. No. Nope. Don't get into stuff. Come over here or something. Come here. She's looking around. I don't know if she's trying to find something to play with or what. But anyway, so here they are. Here's and the reason there's lots of onions, I didn't eat every one of those. Some of them fall off when you're trying to eat it, so just put plenty on there. Kitty, wait a minute. Let me see. Here, you want this one? There. Go get it. Go get it. She wants that bag. That's what she wants. Okay. All right. Yeah. So here's what they look like. And you can see how I made those fries. They're delicious. They're almost the size of a potato wedge, but not really. You could make potato wedges the same way and they'd be just as good. They're just bigger fries is all. So that turned out great last night. And okay, And let's see. Oh yeah, we watched a good movie last night. It was the one. It was called Samaritan with Sylvester Stallone, and you can tell he's older, but he still did a great job in this movie. And it was on, I believe it was on Prime Video. Is that Amazon Prime? I guess Prime Video, and it was really good. I would recommend it. So y'all check that out if you have. Uh, I'm pretty sure it was Prime Video. Um, okay, it's kind of hard to find some tidbits today. Yesterday they had some pretty good ones, but you can't count on it day by day. And one thing I will say, they had another one about these children that people leave in cars. It makes me really sick. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you, about the incident yesterday, but all I can say is it made 19. That was the 19th one this year. So please, I don't understand it. Why would you leave? In no circumstances, there's no circumstance to leave your child or a dog or an elderly person in a car. The way this weather, or any time, I don't care if it was cold outside. Just don't. That's all I'll say about that. I'm sure you can find it if you'd like to look it up, what happened. So anyway, I do that to raise awareness about that too. I mean, it's not that I'm wanting y'all to say, "Oh, well, that was depressing. I was having fun watching it until you said that," or something. But I'm trying to raise awareness to help that situation. Hopefully, I mean, if everybody spoke about it, maybe there would be more done about it. Who knows? Anyway, okay, time for today's tidbits. Easy tips to keep your house cool in summer. Knowing how to keep your house cool during the summer is essential, especially if you don't have air conditioning. Keep your curtains closed throughout the day as they will reflect heat radiating in through the windows. Only open your windows at night. Well, why wouldn't you have the windows open during the day, though? If you don't have AC, you would just suffocate. I don't know. Only open your windows at night, buy indoor plants, and turn off all electrical devices in the bedroom to keep it cool. Okay. I don't understand that one, why you wouldn't have the windows open during the day, but maybe I don't know. Anyway, ethanol in soil can help plants resist drought. Go figure. A study in plant and cell physiology says that plants can resist drought conditions when their soil is soaked in ethanol. They said that crops like wheat and rice thrived in soil that has 3% ethanol compared to those crops which were given just water. This could be a safe and cheap practice to ensure food security in a dry future. That just seems crazy, but if it works. Hiking in monsoon season, here are some tips to follow. If you're going on a hike during monsoon season, here are some safety tips you must know. Start hikes to high peaks early in the morning as lightning threat increases later in that day. It is best to flee into a forest of trees to find shelter if a storm forms. I thought you weren't supposed to be around trees. Maybe if it's a bunch of trees. Okay, avoid hiding under a lone tree as lightning often strikes the tallest available object. Okay, so if you went into a forest, it would be okay, but not just one tree sitting out in the middle of a field. 70% chance of favorable weather for Artemis 1 launch. Weather will play a key role in the launch of NASA's Artemis 1 moon mission, scheduled for August 29 from Florida's Space Coast. The 2-hour launch window starts at 8:30 a.m. The presence of upper-level winds, rain, lightning, and high temperature can delay the launch. Forecasters are currently expecting a 70% chance of favorable weather for the liftoff. Well, I hope they do. I hope they're able to. Okay, let's find nice news. I get so many emails, y'all wouldn't believe it. I don't know how many I get in a day, hundreds. Okay. Germany unveils the world's first hydrogen-powered passenger trains. Wow. Hydrogen-powered. All aboard. Germany is speeding into the future with a new fleet of hydrogen-powered trains, the world's first. The 14 passenger cars, 5 of which debuted on Wednesday, are powered on fuel cell propulsion, which generates electricity and will replace 15 diesel trains on a route in the German state of Lower Saxony. They are emission-free, low noise, and will save more than 422,000 gallons of diesel a year, according to the Associated Press. Why is it taking until now for them to come up with something like this, you know? Looks like they would have been on this for many years trying to, you know. But it's a step in the right direction, that's for sure. And maybe if this one's successful, maybe, you know, even the ones in the United States, which there's not as many these days, you know, it's, trains is going back and forth and stuff, or especially passenger trains. I'm sure there is, you know, but it would be interesting to see if they could do something like this. Emission-free mobility is one of the most important goals for ensuring a sustainable future. I can't pronounce his name. The CEO of Alstom, the company that makes the trains, said in a statement, the vehicles are part of a $92.3 million deal, a decade in the making. Well, so they've been doing it for 10 years, or, you know, working on it. So they have. It took them that long, though. Struck between government subsidiaries, railway owners, and Alstom, CNN reports. For now, they will run exclusively on the Lower Saxony route, but Frankfurt has ordered 27 of the trains, and France and Italy are also planning to add them to their transportation systems in the near future. And they use trains a lot more, you know, over in Europe and stuff. And, well, everywhere, really, except the United States, it's not used like it is, you know, in other countries. The oldest human ancestors walked on 2 feet 7 million years ago, study suggests. I don't know what this picture is, but I don't know if I can pronounce this. Sahelanthropus tachydicis, a 7 million year old hominin species, was first described in 2001 when a cranium, femur, and 2 ulnae, forearm bones, were discovered in the Durjab Desert in Chad. Now, after reassessing the femur and ulnae, the team of researchers has determined that while the species used all 4 limbs to clamber through trees, it was largely bipedal as depicted in the representation above. Okay. The findings published in Nature support the history that walking on 2 feet is an early symbol of human lineage. The researchers observed 20 characteristics of the femur and ulnae, comparing them to the bones of modern humans, extinct ape species, and chimps, gorillas, and orangutans. I guess that's how you say it. I thought it was tangs. Believed by many to be our closest living relatives, to arrive at their conclusion. Why humans evolved to be bipedal at all is still up for debate, though scientists have previously suggested that walking upright may have been more energy efficient than climbing. I can't pronounce this name. A paleontologist who was not involved in the study explained to CBS or NBC News. I said CBS. All we know at this point is that bipedality evolved long before the brain enlargement and tool use. Okay, let's see. Mom steps up to get defibrillators installed in town after son's death. That's a good idea to have those places, though. A British mother has channeled her grief into action after losing her son. I'm having problems with my floaters today. That's why, and if you see the words they're pretty little. It doesn't take much for my floaters to mess me up when I'm trying to read. So, I mean, that's why I guess my mind will tell me what it thinks it is when in that split second, and I'll say like CBS, like I said, instead of NBC. So I don't know. Oh, okay. After losing her son to cardiac arrest, Naomi Reese Isset is getting 20 defibrillators installed across his hometown of Rugby in Warwickshire, England. When 18-year-old Jamie Reese collapsed on New Year's Day, the ambulance took nearly 20 minutes to arrive, and the closest defibrillator was locked away in a school. According to research from the American Heart Association, the chance of survival from cardiac arrest doubles when a bystander is able to step in to apply an AED while awaiting emergency services. Naomi's program, which began as a call for funding to set up a defibrillator outside the school, has turned into an official charity called the RJ Foundation. We started Jamie's Just Giving campaign on January 26th, and by 27th we'd raised £3,000. Jamie was really loved by members of this college, she told SWNS. They have now raised the equivalent of nearly $14,000 with these donations. The 20 defibrillators will be installed by January 5, 2023, the one-year anniversary of Jamie's passing. The late teen has already saved 5 lives through organ donation, and these defibrillators can help save even more. So that's interesting. That's a great story right there. That's going to help people, I'm sure, in the future. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's Tidbits, nice news, and morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that so you get all of my videos as soon as they come out. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great day, and watch that taste test. I think you'll be interested in the new line of Michelina's Lean Gourmet, and see what you think of it. So I'll see you later on. God